Hey, fourth graders. This is Square Measures, pages 291 to 292. Let's get started. So, today is actually the last new math lesson I have to teach you guys because everything after this is all review. So, after you learn this concept, then there's no more new fourth grade math concepts for me to teach you. So, kind of sad, but it's amazing how fast time has gone by. So, yeah, let's get started. Okay, so in our previous math lessons, we learned about square units, right? For example, if we multiplied feet times feet, you will get square feet, right? Square feet meaning I have a square. Here's a square, and in a square, all four sides are the same length, correct? That's what makes it a square. Four sides of equal length. So that means for a square foot, that means all the sides of my square here is 1 foot wide or 1 foot tall. Okay, so I have this, my amazing purple square here, and this square is 1 foot by 1 foot, so it is 1 square feet, right? This square represents 1 square feet, meaning all four sides is 1 foot wide. Okay, so my question to you is, what if I want to change instead of foot? What if I want to change it to inches? Well, we know that 1 foot equals how many inches? 12 inches, correct? So, I keep forgetting my periods after my abbreviations. All right, so how would I change it into 12? So you might say, so we know that this is 1 square feet. So you might say, oh yeah, you just multiply by 12, right? So if I multiplied everything by 12, what's 1 times 12? Obviously it's 12, right? So this is 12 inches, and this would be 12 inches. Now, if I multiplied everything by 12, I would get 12 inches, correct? Kind of run out of space there. All right, so does that mean that, now it's 12 square inches after I change everything to 12? No, right? Because does that mean that I can fit 12 squares, just 12 squares into my shape here? No. Because the way we find out the area of a shape is we have to multiply it by 12. So instead of it being 12 square inches, we have to multiply 12 times 12. 12 times 12, and that will give us 144 square inches. Okay, meaning I need 144 squares that are 1 inch by 1 inch wide to fill my shape here, to fill in my 1 foot by 1 foot square here. Okay, yeah. So I can show you guys a grid here to show this just that. Yeah. So would it make sense for me to say it is 12 square inches? Because this is 12 here. Just this bottom here is 12 square inches. Is that enough to fill up my entire square here? Of course not, right? So one thing you guys need to keep in mind is that 1 square feet equals 144 square inches. So that's one of the concepts that's one of the measurements you have to kind of just keep in your head. Kind of like how you know that 1 foot equals 12 inches. Well, now you have to know that 1 square foot equals 144 square inches. All right? That's 12 square inches, because that wouldn't make sense. It would take a lot more than just 12 square inches to fill in my square feet. Okay, so that's one of the measurements you have to know. Here's another important measurement you have to know too. Here's the next one. Here's my purple square. In my purple square here, put this off to the side. My purple square here, let's see. It is 1 yard by 1 yard. So this is 1 square yard, okay? 1 yard by 1 yard. 1 square yard. Meaning 1 square that's 1 yard wide and 1 yard tall. So my question to you is, what if I want to convert this into feet? If I want to convert my 1 square yard to feet, how do I go about doing it? So obviously we know that 1 yard equals how many feet? 3 feet, right? So 1 yard equals 3 feet. So we have to multiply all of this by 3, correct? So if I multiply 1 yard by 3, I will get 3 feet. And I will, same over here, right? So does this mean that now it became 3 square yards? Does it only take 3 squares, feet? Sorry, hold on. So does this mean that now it's 3 square feet? Is 3 square feet the same as 1 square yard? Of course not, right? It'll take a lot more than just 3 cubes to fill up this square here. So let me show you in the grid. Okay. Here. So this is 3. This is already 3 square 3 square feet already. So you can see how that's not enough to fill in this 1 square yard. So instead of when we convert 1 square yard to feet, we don't say it's 3 square feet. We say it's 3 times 3, which is 9 square feet. All right, so 1 square yard, which is this green square here, is the same as 9 square feet. Okay, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 squares that are 1 foot by 1 foot wide. Okay. All right. So that's another important measurement you have to learn in this lesson. 1 square yard equals 9 square feet. Hopefully these, my examples here shows you exactly why that is. All right, so I have a 1. So 1 square feet equals 1 square foot equals 144 square inches. This is true because here's my 1 foot, 1 square foot square. If I change it into inches, it'll be 12 inches by 12 inches, right? And 12 times 12 equals 144. And you can see all of these 144 squares just to show you that, that's true, okay? That 1 square foot is the same as 144 square inches. Okay. Same thing here. 1 square yard, 1 square, that's 1 yard by 1 yard, is the same as 9 square feet. Correct? Since there's 3 feet in 1 yard, so I would need to do 3 times 3 to get the area, and that is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 square feet. So 1 square yard is the same as 9 square feet. All right. So that's all you really need to know. You just got to memorize this. That's all you get to memorize for this lesson. All right. So let's go over our worksheets. So again, it tells you up here, 144 square inches equals 1 square foot. 9 square feet equals 1 square yard. So this is pretty much all Becca wants you to do. Is just to memorize this. I didn't want to just tell you these measurements. I actually want to illustrate it to show you guys that it's true. Okay. So write the correct numbers in the blank. Blank square inch equals 1 square foot. So you've got to look up here to get the answer for that. Okay, that should be pretty easy. How many inches equals 1 foot? Obviously it's 12. Right, how many feet equals 1 mile? If you guys aren't sure, go back to your measurements in the back of your book. You will see it on page 345. Page 345 has a bunch of measurements that you can look at to help you fill in number 1 here. Number 2, find the perimeter and the area of these rectangles. So you're looking for the perimeter and the area. Don't get your formulas mixed up. All right, hopefully you know the difference between the perimeter and the area. Perimeter, so if I'm looking for a perimeter of this rectangle here, measures. So I'm going to draw out this. So 8 foot length, 7 foot width. All right. Remember, perimeter measures the outside distance of the shape, like a fence. Area measures the surface of my shape, so the inside part of my shape. So do you remember the formula for perimeter? Remember, perimeter for a rectangle is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Okay? And the area for a rectangle is area equals just length times the width. All right? And do you remember which one's length, which one is width? Remember, the longest measurement here is the length, and the shortest measurement is width, W. So plug that in to figure out, what the perimeter and area is using these formulas. Sorry. And make sure you write your answer in square feet. Really important that you write it in square feet. Don't just write down your answer. I don't want to see like a number like 67. Okay, I need to know 67 what? All right, 67 is not the answer, but yeah. All right, so do the same for B and C. 3, divide and check. So same thing as usual, dividing, multiply and check. All right, same thing. 2. All right, this is pretty straightforward. Multiplying fractions. All right, let's go over the word problems. Mr. Radcliffe travels 6 days. Okay, 6 days for 6 hours each day at the average speed of 51 miles per hour. How far did he travel in all? So, he traveled for 6 days, and each day he traveled for 6 hours, each day at the average speed of 51 miles per hour. So, okay, so let's figure out how many hours did he travel a day. So, how many miles did he travel per day? So, if he traveled 6 hours a day, and each hour is 51 miles, how many miles is that? Well, that's 6 times 51. Okay? And you'll get your answer for how many miles per day. That's per day. But they don't want to know how many miles he traveled per day. They want to know how far did he travel in all. So they want to know his total miles. So take whatever answer you have here and multiply it by how many days he traveled, which is 6 days. So take this answer, multiply it by 6, and that'll give you the total miles he traveled. All right. B. Nathan is to paint the floor of the porch, and measurements are 12 feet by 15 feet. What is the area of the floor? Okay, so we have a rectangle here, so 15 feet wide, 15 feet in length, 12 feet in width. What's the area of this floor here? So you can figure out how much paint he needs to buy, right? Okay, follow the signs. Okay, you should be able to do these. Make sure you have the common denominator. In this 10a, in this case is 10, right? Common denominator for all of these denominators that are not the same. Okay, yeah. Solve for n and check. All right, I think you guys all know how to do this really well, so I won't go over this. Find the perimeter and area of these squares. Okay, now this time talk about squares. Remember, squares have 4 equal sides. All sides same length. So if you know the length of one side, so S equals 6 yards, that means the rest of the sides is also 6 yards. Okay, so find the perimeter of a square, knowing that one side goes 6 yards. All right, remember area. The formula is for a square is area equals S times S. Okay, that's to find the area. For sorry, that's for the area. So I should write that in the bottom here. S times S is the area of a square. To find the perimeter, perimeter equals S times 4 for all 4 sides. So fill in the numbers into the formula, and that should give you all the answers here. All right, so that's pretty much it. Okay, hope that helps. Our last lesson. Well, our last new lesson. So all the lessons after this one will just be me reviewing concepts of all the stuff we learned ever since the beginning of the year. Okay. All right, time's going by fast. Okay, see you guys.